Welcome to class. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how these online platforms work. I'm going to show you why some hosts actually come on these platforms and fail. I'm going to show you why some get booked and others do not. And I'm also going to show you what to do if you want to stay booked for the most part of the year. Now, if you are going to have good success on these platforms, you must exactly understand how these platforms work. You see, there is three categories of hosts. There is those who come on these platforms and fail. There is those who come and win by chance. Well, they don't know what they're doing, but for some reason they did a few things right and it worked for them. Now, I don't want you to be a part of any of those groups. Here's a group I want you to be a part of. There is the last group of hosts who actually come on these platforms, and by virtue of what they know, they actually get to see success. Now, that is the category I want you to be a part of. Now, I want you to understand that all these platforms, first of all, function the same. Whether you're talking Airbnb, Booking.com, Vrbo, Expedia, any you're going to mention, they function the same. These are all internet marketing platforms. One of the things you're going to understand is that on the back end, of course, in the cycle, we have you, the host, we have the platform, we also have the guest. Now, your role as the host is to keep your eyes open to what this one does and this one does. The way this platform works is that it's always monitoring this one's behavior, the guest's behavior. For example, if in a week, let's say, there is 100 guests searching for a one-bedroom apartment with a balcony, smart TV, and fast internet, using those words, those exact words like I've mentioned them. What this platform is going to do, it's going to come on this side of the hosts. It's now going to look for, because of course these are so many hosts here on this end, right? This is like a forest of hosts. Now it's going to use these exact words the guests are typing in on this end, and it's going to look for every host that use the same vocabulary or that put the same amenities as most of the guests on this end are actually typing in and searching. So what does that mean? It means if you understood the target market for your location well, maybe Karen, if you're in Nairobi, and you know that most of the guests that come to Karen maybe are looking for a 2-bedroom with a balcony, lake view, and fast internet, and you put them well in your description, what the platform is going to do is going to get them on the front page. That's the reason why you're going to see some properties come as number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and others come as number 100. It is the working of the platform. It is only reading guest behavior and data in statistics. So what's going to end up happening if your property appears here on the first page as a host, and we're assuming you get a booking, still, this platform is going to keep its eyes on the guest they gave you. They're going to watch him and see what is their response about your property going to be. And again, what you're going to realize, but they're going to maintain your position here on the first page even when you still have the guest resident. That's the reason why you're going to realize that towards the end of your guest stay, you're going to start getting inquiries, right? Now, depending on what the guest is going to write or rate your property as, it's going to determine whether you maintain your first position on the first page or they're going to push you down. If you got a 5-star review from a guest, for example, you're going to maintain your position on the first page. If you got a negative review, immediately you're going to lose your position. You may not leave the first page, yes, but you're going to lose your position. If you are maybe number 1 or number 3, you're going to end up number 15, but maybe on the first page. And the platform is going to give you some time to maybe reflect about your behavior and the way you take your business. After some time, they're going to bring you back to your original position. If this time round you land a guest and land a positive star review after they have left your property, you're going to still maintain your position. Now, should you make a mistake and get maybe a second negative review, your property is going to be sent down, 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 and the period for which you're going to be brought back to your original position is this time round going to increase. If the other time it took you about a week to bring you back to your original position, this time it's going to take maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And that's the cycle, ladies and gentlemen. And when you understand that math, you're typically going to understand that for any location, your primary role, before you actually lay the first brick of that Airbnb, is going to be understanding the market you're trying to target for that location. Because then you're going to know, okay, since the platform is looking at statistics and is going to look in regards with what it is getting from this side, so you know the keywords to use. You know that maybe for a location like mine, it's going to be mostly tourists. They're going to want a lake view, they're going to want a smart TV, they're going to want maybe near the clubs and happening places. What does that mean on your side as a host? It means you're supposed to show all that in your description. I've always told people, when you are writing a description, it's okay to be detailed, but understand your guests so well. Not everybody is going to read your description till the end. So it's better use the first paragraph and mention, hint all the keywords you think are going to make sense for your prospective guest. Now, when it comes to your pictures, again, I want you to arrange your pictures in such a way that I know this is so important for my guest. A lake view is very important. A balcony is very important. So that's how you arrange your pictures. Put the picture for a lake view, bring the picture for a balcony second, bring the picture for the smart TV second, show your internet speed, because you understand this is important for my prospective guest. When it comes to your listing title, again, make sure you include keywords that make sense or that are important to this guest you're trying to target. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is called search engine optimization. That's how you optimize your property and set it up for success on these platforms. It doesn't even matter the platform. You will have good success all around on all the platforms. And if you do that, ladies and gentlemen, I can almost guarantee you will be 85% of the time booked throughout the year on these platforms alone. And hey, if you would like to book a one-on-one consultation call with me, I want you to go ahead and click the link in my bio, and I'll see you the other side.